Absolutely. So I was fortunate enough already to be able to do a digital transformation in my organization. So I could apply straight away the theory that I was learning into day-to-day practice. So for me, it was straight on the work in progress. COVID brought us an enormous amount of challenges, obviously, but with that we had to change a lot of things, how we were doing things traditionally. I come from an organization which used to be very much focused on traditional ways of working, and we had to transform that into a digital way of working. That means new platforms, new customers, new ways of reaching out. And so I could apply straight away what I've been learning into my work. One of the examples that I like to share is in the modules, there are specific modules on agile and design thinking, agile work methods. And the agile way of working is something that was not something that we used to do. So we implemented that straight away. That was from a team perspective. But in terms of personal implementation, one of the modules that we went through is with regards to change management. And this was extremely rich for me in order to get people on board for changes, and something that I wish I would have done years ago already. Big challenge in order to juggle with that. My children are relatively small. I used to travel a lot, and so the ESSEC modules had to be juggled around work, private life, and ESSEC. There was a lot of late night deadlines that needed to be met, but the great thing about this tuition is that there's a lot of flexibility, and the use of collaborative tools mean that you can also progress on the road, and that's something that was extremely valuable for me. So the variety of learning is very good because you can adapt to the different situations. So I would listen to the podcast in my car or while traveling. I would at home I would be able to read documents, and the videos would also be in between. So it gives a lot of flexibility to use the different tuition methods. What is great about this way of teaching is that the flexibility gives you a possibility to adapt to your personal needs and your personal environment. So I've always managed to juggle the tuition with my other activities. Okay, so a very important element of this was the peer-to-peer work. So from the start, you're starting and you're going into different teams, and at the beginning you need to get to know each other, and we all come from different backgrounds with different skills. But in a very short amount of time, we have to work together to deliver lots and lots of projects, and so it's essential to be able to adapt, and everybody knows that. And the work is very rich because you learn a lot from others. And for example, my background in marketing or in finance would help me, but people working in IT or operations would give me insights that I myself wouldn't have had. One thing I extremely appreciated is we did a hackathon during one of the modules. A hackathon is a short period in which you need to deliver an immense amount of work in a short period. You have to focus and rethink and work together over the course of 4 or 5 days in order to deliver these. And I've never moved so many mountains in such a short amount of time, and it was a great learning, because basically going out of this you really think, okay, I can do anything, I can achieve lots more than I thought before. I will definitely recommend this training. First of all, the tuition and the level of information that is being shared is extremely high. The professors we're working with, but also the theoretical information is really rich. But also the way the program is set up is that there's a lot of ways on how things are being shared and knowledge is shared, and this is extremely valuable. And thirdly, for me, an important reason is that I'm convinced that we should never stop learning. And for me, this is an opportunity to continue tuition in an industry or in a field which is extremely relevant in today's world.